So living in Thailand, you end up doing many things that drastically lower your life expectancy. This is one of them. This is also one. This is definitely one. But the combination of all three, it's a recipe for disaster. So these bike taxis, I want to say they're a good way to get around, but it's like, you may save yourself a couple of minutes walk, or you might die. So I actually use them, a little bit, you know, they're super handy to get around. I only use them like going through my neighborhood, you know, it's all sort of back streets and quiet roads. I never take them down main roads and never go on like Sukhumvit. Way too scary. I mean, none of them ever have helmets you can use either, which is like, ugh, I don't like that. So for me, I live about a 5 to 10 minute walk from the main road or from the train station. So I'll jump on these sometimes. They just like zip through the back streets, drop me home, and it's 20 baht for me to get home. So it is tempting because it's easy, but it's dangerous as well. One thing that never ceases to amaze me is how many people ride bikes here without helmets. Especially the people that ride bikes for a living, right? Like the delivery drivers, the Grab guys. There's a guy right there. There's an unbelievable amount of people that ride here without helmets. And these roads, like Bangkok, Bangkok's crazy. So the statistics for the roads and accidents here in Thailand are absolutely insane. So Thailand has over 20,000 deaths a year, which is 54 people a day die on the roads here in Thailand. 75% of those accidents are on motorcycles. Thailand has the highest death rate of motorcycles in the whole world, and you can see why. But I think the saddest statistic is that the majority of these deaths, people are aged 15 to 29 years old. I personally have seen an insane amount of accidents here. Back when I was doing the road trips with Cynthia, every single day you would see major accidents, like not just a car that's crashed, like major accidents. I've seen trucks flipped over, I've seen multiple car pileups, I've seen horrific. I saw a car drive off the side of a cliff, and you would see this like every single day without fail. It's crazy. So I came up for the idea for this video last night when I was in the back of a tuk-tuk, fearing for my life. And that's another thing as well, these tuk-tuks are so sketchy sometimes. The guy last night, oh my god, he was driving like a complete maniac. I ended up like, I was offering him more money to slow down. I said, if you drive slower, I'll give you more money. He was just like swerving through lanes, like weaving between cars. It was completely unnecessary. And I've driven one. I actually, when I was in Chiang Mai, I got to drive a tuk-tuk. I made friends with a tuk-tuk driver, and he's like, let me have a go of one. And you know, being on bikes my whole life, I could feel through the handlebars when I was riding it, like the feedback that you get. I was like, you could flip one of these over very, very easily. And I've seen it happen. I've seen tuk-tuk accidents here on Sukhumvit Road. I've seen a tuk-tuk on its roof here, like going in a straight line, somehow it rolled over and it was like completely upside down. Thankfully the people were okay, but they're so dangerous as well. On a lighter note, I'm just on my way to go get some street food now. I'm feeling like something spicy today. So this is that soy tonson street food place that I come to. I've got a tom yum chicken soup. It's great here, really spicy, really good. And the lady here is just so lovely. You come down here, it's the place on the end. She speaks great English. And the food. It's good. Whoa. It's got some serious kick to it. Really good though. Oh, man, I love this place. So I was just halfway through my lunch, and then I'd asked, the gentleman opposite me had what looked like a really good lunch, and I'd asked what it was, and she cooked me a little one and brought it over, and she said, this is for free for you to try. Unbelievable. So it's pork in like a curry, I'm not sure how to describe it. It's really good. Oh, awesome.
โอ้ขอบคุณค่ะพริกแกงหมู ครับผม
Okay, okay. Thank you. Awesome lunch. My God, I'm full. Whoa. I nearly died. Thank you. See you. Awesome place. Come check right down the end. Awesome. Such good food. The lady she's a legend. It's so funny that things have become normal when you live here. Like, do you remember the first time that you would have seen people riding in the bed of a pickup truck or in the tray of a ute, as Australians would say? It's horrific the first time you see it. You're like, what the fuck is going on? And it's become so normal, I don't even notice it anymore. So just this week it was announced that Thailand are going to start getting strict with the seatbelt laws again. Apparently this has happened a couple of times in the past and it just sort of fades away or whatever. But I think it's a really difficult thing to enforce, because then what do you do about the people riding in the bed of a pickup truck? Like, are you allowed to do that? The majority of the taxis here don't even have seatbelts, or they've re-trimmed the back seat and they've just trimmed straight over the seatbelt buckles so you can't. I was in one the other day and the seatbelt was cable tied so that you couldn't pull it. It's like, why are you trying to stop people from putting seatbelts on? But it is crazy how quickly you get out of the habit of actually putting a seatbelt on. You know, here I almost never wear a seatbelt. I do if I'm in like a normal car or I'm going on a highway, I'll definitely put it on. But as I said, the majority of the taxis here, they don't have seatbelts. And in Bangkok, like, it's not that big of a deal because you're rarely going over 20 kilometers an hour anyway. But anytime you're on the highway, you definitely want to be having one, especially with how they all drive. My bus back from Hua Hin, you could see the speedo up the top, and at one point it was going 140 kilometers an hour, and it's like, if anything goes wrong, we're all toast. I love that one. No helmet but a mask. It's like, dude, get your priorities right. Oh no! It's just gotten super dark all of a sudden. The sky's about to open up. It's gonna piss down. I need to get home ASAP and I'm probably gonna end up on a bike taxi. And here's the rain. I didn't make it home. And there's no way I'm taking a bike taxi in the rain. So it looks like I'm gonna get wet.